money.
And another.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a full day of eating on my cut. We're going to do something a little different later on in today's video, because I'll explain later, like you just have to watch all the way through. But this morning we're going to start off with breakfast. So for breakfast this morning, I'm having 2 egg whites with 1 whole egg, doing a ½ cup of oats with a scoop of whey protein in it, and it looks like soup. And I hate when it turns out like that. I think after this cut, I think I'm done with oatmeal for a while. I've been having oatmeal for like, I think like 5 straight years now. So I think I'm done. I think it's okay to say I'm done. Then we're also having 1 banana, and that's it. It's really plain, really boring, but that's what happens when you're cutting. The total calories, macros for this breakfast will be up on the screen. Yeah, I think the most disappointing part about this is just that my oatmeal turned out like water. I want to show you guys a couple other supplements I have this morning along with breakfast. The first one being creatine. And when I have this creatine, I down these other supplements, krill oil and joint support. Now, dude, this is my first time having the watermelon creatine. Best flavor. Knocks all the other flavors out of the park. Blue raspberry is really good. Like, I feel like some of you guys might be like, oh, that would be my favorite. But, dude, they got this watermelon one down. The thing I'm going to say, a lot of people message me like,
oh, you know, I stopped taking creatine because, like, the water retention stuff.
Look, if you just drink enough water, like for me, I just fill up just 64 ounce and drink that throughout the day, and that seems to do the trick to, like, keep that retention off, you'll be fine. So as long as you're just drinking enough water throughout the day, you're going to be good. You don't even have to drink a whole 64 ounces. Like, just aim for drinking a decent amount of water and you'll be good. Creatine is like one of the best supplements ever for putting on muscle.
All right, so everything you guys just saw was my pre-workout meal, you could say. Really, the only reason it's my pre-workout meal is because I work out in the morning at this time. Like, any meal that you pretty much eat before your workout is considered your pre-workout meal. Obviously, there's certain meals that are better to have before your workout. Anything with like a higher carb content, lower fat content, and a little bit of protein is like kind of the goal, just because you want that glycogen for your workout from the carbs and whatnot, easy access for energy. Also, today's pre-workout, black coffee. It's on the menu. I probably won't like take you guys through my quote-unquote workout today, because it really is just like a rest day, and Pirates of the Caribbean is playing, and there's a reason why it's playing, and you guys will figure out that later. Yeah, I'm not taking you guys through the workout today because today is just like an active rest day. I do some posing, so maybe you guys will get to meet Spencer, who's like my posing coach. Shout out to Spencer for that. If you guys need help with like posing or any bodybuilding stuff, be sure to go hit him up on Instagram. We're just heading to the gym right now. We're gonna get some stuff in, some active recovery, basically just like rolling out, stretching, and some cardio. I've been trying to bring my meal to the gym so that like when school starts, like I have food on me to heat up in the microwave there. And it's one of those things that's new, and I just keep forgetting. I keep having to come back home because like I want to go straight from the gym. Well, I want to go to the gym, shower, heat up my meal, eat my meal, head on over to school, get some work done, and then, yeah, like I wanted to go about it that way essentially. And I keep leaving my damn food in the fridge, and that's like one of the hardest things about habits is like, it takes a lot of just time, and it takes a lot of like failing over and over again to like get it, you know, going. And so finally got it. We're gonna go heat this thing up and get grubbing. All right, so we heated up this meal, and it's, again, bland meal. This is what happens typically when you're cutting, and it's just the process, okay? It's just the process. And we got 1 serving of 90-10 ground beef. It's actually 91-9. Never even heard of that. Saw it at the store. I'm like, really? Like 91-9? Why didn't they just do 90-10? I don't know. And then we also got a cup of white rice, and then I put on like the Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce. The buffalo sauce is like their best sauce by far. It goes good with everything, 0 calories. it's a lifesaver for flavor on things for me. Really like it. Total calories, macros for this meal will be up on the screen. You know, even though I'm like, oh, these meals are bland stuff, I still think they're good. Like even on my books, like I don't eat the most like crazy food. Does that make sense? Like I don't eat anything that's just like insanely like flavorful or, well, that's a lie. I try to make it as good as I can. And that's on camera.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was done.
The things that is, I feel like mandatory for me at least, is I always need something to eat on the go. Just because I don't like to be at home all day making food. I get depressed, honestly, if I'm just at home all day. It's because, I think it's just a psychology thing. Like we refer to home as like a place where we do home stuff. I don't want to do home stuff all day, so I go out. And right now I'm at like a coffee shop, or I was, and I wrapped up some work. You guys don't notice, but I have like another job. I work for my buddy's agency and I do video editing as well. That's why I feel like a lot of people see this new YouTube channel and they might be like, oh, the editing's like fairly good, the color grading's decent. And it's because like I also do editing on the side, so there's that. I need something that honestly just like I can bring on the go, because like I like to be on the go. And one other thing is like I like to space my meals by 2 to 3 hours. Anything more than 3 hours, I'm like starving, pissed off mood, angry. I'm like that even on my books. Like I don't know how people don't get hungry. Like I have friends who just like don't get hungry. Like they'll go hours without eating, and like I can only do that if I'm heavily distracted, and that takes a lot. So I have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. That's just me though. So I have breakfast, I have a post-workout meal, lunch, snack, and dinner. I do my meals in 5s. You don't have to do that. It's just how I like to do it. For all of my clients, I do online coaching, by the way. If you guys want to, apply link down below. I always do it 4. I give people like 4 meals a day. So I do like breakfast, lunch or post-workout meal, snack, and then dinner. Yeah, so for my snack, I'm having a Robert Irvine Crunch Bar. Now the reason I got this is because it was the macros that I was honestly looking for. I usually have, you guys know I'm a huge fan of the RX bars. It's a texture thing. I know a lot of people like to hate on those bars, but it's a texture thing, and also it's just like natural ingredients. So that's one thing I'm after, but these are lower calories, so that's why I'm having it. Haven't had this mint chocolate chip one. I'll give you guys a taste test. It's actually pretty good. Not bad at all. For mint chocolate chip, kind of shook me. Like, the mint is really nice on this. It's perfect. I have a snack on the go. I also have an apple. We got I don't even know what the hell sweet tango apple is, but that's what we got. Today's been a good day. All right, I gotta fix that thing right there. What meal is this? This is meal number whatever.
What?
I'm tired. I've literally been working on this thing that will be for you guys online. It's basically like a whole, how do I explain it? Sorry, I'm just, when you're lean and you're tired, things just aren't that quick. So give me a minute to think. Jeez.
6.5 hours later. Later that same evening.
A meal prep book. So essentially it's like all of the meals that I've ever prepped throughout my life, tried and whatnot, all in this book. There's directions, there's ingredients, and it is going to be for you guys. And it is taking a long time. I am on, what am I on? Okay, I'm on like the maintenance part of lunch now. So yeah, there's going to be breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe snacks. I haven't decided on that yet. I think I will do snacks because that's how like I coach people and whatnot. But yeah, this book will come out hopefully within like the next month and a half. Yeah, so for lunch, because this is technically my lunch, I'm having 2 packets of cream of wheat, the instant kind, and then I'm having a tablespoon of peanut butter with it, and we're also having a 0-fat Greek yogurt. So that's it. Like that's all it is for lunch. Nothing special. Nothing crazy. I cut out the banana from this, I think, like a couple weeks back. I should also mention, because I think I forgot, there's also a half scoop of protein in the cream of wheat. I told you guys at some point during the video I was going to show you how to actually properly cut. And the reason this came to mind is because in every video I've made over the past 4 years, like maybe I've done something similar to this, but I've never actually just like sat down and explained it in a full day of eating. So I'm gonna do it now. I don't think I've ever seen it in anyone else's full day of eating that I've ever watched. So hopefully this is of extreme value to you guys, because I think this will provide so much value. Because one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of people do is they'll post, you know, this is what I eat for a cut. But if someone's eating, you know, 3,000, 3,500 calories, and then they start eating what that person's eating, they're gonna have a hard time adjusting because they just made like 1,000 calorie drop without, you know, properly tapering down. And so essentially I'm gonna tell you guys how to taper down. Essentially how I got to eating everything that you guys are seeing in this video, or essentially how I'm eating on my cut. If you can't tell, I love saying the word essentially. I started out by eating 3,146 calories. And then I cut honey and peanut butter in the morning, and I cut a rice cake from my diet after about 2 weeks, and then that brought me down to 2,928 calories. And I sat at that for another 2 to 3 weeks. I cut out some more stuff. That brought me down to 2,600 calories, and then another 2 to 3 weeks went by. I cut some more stuff. Then I went down to 2,300 calories, and then I cut some more stuff, or I will, and then I'll be down at 1,900 calories. So that's how I got to the amount of calories that you guys are going to see in today's video. If you guys didn't already know, it's the 2,362 calories that I'm currently on right now. So that is how you properly cut. You sit at a certain amount of calories for a certain amount of weeks, and then you can cut the calories and then eat at that certain amount of calories for a little while. It just helps so much with the adjustment, because if you cut so fast, your metabolism will be super mad, or your stomach will be super mad with you, and you will literally feel like you're starving. It could lead to binging and a lot more other stuff. So the thing I just showed you guys on the screen, which is, for whatever reason, it won't pick up on here. It's like my bodybuilding plan that I first followed. So it's like a free workout plan, a free basically cutting guide. If you guys want that, there'll be a link down in the description for it. It's not my like whole bodybuilding plan, like my whole workout scheme for it, because I'm on something different now, but that was like the first 6 weeks. So if you guys want to follow that, down below for free in the description. Now guys, this is the sauce that I was talking about. It's the buffalo flavored red hot wings. It is the best sauce ever. I really like wing sauce. One of the things I've actually been craving outside of prep for whatever reason is wings. Like, don't know why, just one of those things. Definitely gonna have it for a cheat day come post show. This is the last meal of the day, and what it is 2 servings of 85-15 ground turkey with a full serving of rice, and that's it. And like the sauce. The sauce goes a long ways though. Yeah, that's it. Total calories and macros will be on the screen for y'all, and the total calories and macros for the day will be on the screen as well. That is it. That is a full day of eating. So it's a couple days later, and I'm finishing up this video, and I'm like editing it, and I'm looking for the clip where I say the outro, and I realized I didn't do that. And 2 things hit me right then and there. Number one, sorry that I seemed so, I was super monotone throughout that video. It was a good day, and I mentioned that in the video. Like, I want you to understand nothing was wrong with the day, and I wasn't pissed off. This is just a side effect of being lean and getting lean for a bodybuilding show. Like right now, it's even hard for me to kind of like get up and like talk a little bit. So I want to apologize for that, because I know there might be some news people here. They might be like, man, this guy's in a shitty mood, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, this is just part of the process. And I've been saying that in other videos, and I said that in another video that's coming out next time, or not next time, Wednesday. And yeah, anyway, so sorry about that. And then second off, we need to do the outro. So that is gonna do it for today's video. Again, sorry, I'm just not all there. It's, you know, part of, again, the process, but that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press the subscribe button, because guess what? I'm gonna be back, and as always, die trying to do what you love, because the sky's the limit. I will see you all in the next one.